Welcome to Michigan Out of Doors. We have a fun show in store for you today. It's always a great time to take a look back at the year, and we like to pick our favorite stories to share with you again, and that's what we're going to do on this week's show.
That's right. There is a lot to choose from every year, and actually my favorite hunt of the year was a grouse hunt from the Upper Peninsula. We're going to take a look at that. Also, Jordan Brown's favorite hunt was a bow hunt from the Upper Peninsula. So 2 UP stories make our top three. And Jenny, what was your favorite?
Mine was ice fishing for walleyes on Saginaw Bay. That was a riot out there. One of my favorites, even though it was from the beginning of 2015, one of my favorites for sure. We've got a great show in store for you. Make sure you stick around. I'm Jenny Olson.
And I'm Jimmy Gretzinger. It's time for Michigan Out of Doors.
From the first spring rains to the soft summer breeze, dancing on the pine forest floor, the autumn colors catch your eyes. Here come the crystal winter skies. It's Michigan, Michigan out of doors. Someday our children all will see this is their finest legacy, the wonder and the love of Michigan. As the wind comes whispering through the trees, the sweet smell of nature's in the air. From the Great Lakes to the quiet stream, shining like a sportsman's dream, it's a love of Michigan we all share.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by Greenstone Farm Credit Services, making recreational land ownership possible across Michigan and northeast Wisconsin. Begin your land financing journey at one of Greenstone's 37 locations or visit greenstonefcs.com. By Eagle Claw Chappelle, offering a line of pop-up and flip-over shelters and the new cabin-style Bay Runner 2. Chappelle also offers a selection of sleds, including the new winter camo pattern jet sled. Eagle Claw Chappelle, we have you covered. On the web at chappelle.com. By Country Smokehouse, offering a variety of meat products. Country Smokehouse is located 3 miles south of I-69 on M53, just south of Imlay City. Country Smokehouse is a meat processor, a butcher, and a destination for sportsmen.
We all have one, that perfect spot, a special place we go to smooth out the ripples of the day. Our perfect spot is calling. Our perfect spot is Pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
Time of the year is when the leaves begin to fall and it's time to head north and chase grouse and woodcock in the big woods.
Well, a couple pieces of key equipment that we use when we're up here bird hunting in the UP. One is a, whatever kind you want, a GPS, because you want to be able to get back to the truck, because we're going to be in some big country. We'll probably be out for 2-3 hours, and sometimes we get separated. So a GPS is key. Mark the truck, make sure you can get back. And then I'm using a Dogtra collar. This is basically, this will beep when the dogs are on point and let you know kind of where they're at. And then Jerry and Perry and Randy are also running a Garmin collar to where they can all see where their dogs are at all the time on their screen and if they're on point. So there's a little bit more high tech. This is a little bit more low tech, but it's some key stuff. Back in the day, everybody used to use bells, and when the bell would stop, you knew the dog was on point. But some of these dogs run pretty big, so you can't always hear a bell. So just some of the tools we're going to be using today. You guys ready?
Yep. Hang on, I got an opening on the right. I'm clear.
Okay.
Good job. Never shot.
Well, that's the difficulty in taping these kind of hunts. The dog was pointed right here, which we could barely see till you're 10 yards from her. The bird is right over here, flushed. Jerry shot it.
Down again, guys.
They're down again, so this might be a flight of birds coming in here. So let's get over here, see if there's another one. Well, I started hunting with Randy, Perry, and Jerry. Gosh, I guess I hunted with Randy the first year I was with Michigan Out of Doors Television, and I'm finishing my 17th year with Michigan Out of Doors. So about 17 years ago, I went with Randy on a grouse hunt down around the Lansing area, and he just had some great dogs, and so I spent more time with him, hunted with him a lot, and then he introduced me to Jerry and Perry, and I've been hunting with those guys really ever since, some for the television show, most of it not for the television show. And we used to hunt the east end of the UP a lot. I do a week-long trip with them every year. And then we have slowly transitioned over here to more of the central part of the UP, and they've been coming here to the Timberdoodle Lodge, which is like 15, 20 miles north of Rapid River, somewhere in there. It's a great spot, a lot of good bird hunting possibilities, and John does a great job here at the Timberdoodle Lodge to just have a nice place to stay. Its dogs are welcome. It's just a great spot to be. That's how it's supposed to work, but they are hard to get on tape. Beautiful bird. Ready? Yep.
There goes. Nice shot. Good job, Gab. That's here. Better call Marley back. Pet. Good girl.
Yeah, got it.
Good girl. Release. Good girl. Good girl.
Yeah, I think you got that one.
All right. Shot. Nice shot, Jimmy.
Well, I had
Here
to
you
clear
go.
the trees with the first one.
Good girl. Good girl.
Yeah, that was a really pretty point. They were kind of sneaking up on that. And nice bird. Good point.
Nice shot.
Nice dog work there.
One thing I love about hunting with these guys is that they do it right. They hunt 3 to 4 days a week, they practice shooting all year, they train their dogs themselves, they are just what true upland hunters should be. And spending time in the woods with them is a lot of fun.
Just look at how well they camouflage with the floor, the forest floor. If you can imagine a fern or anything else, they blend right in. Beautiful birds. They're not like the pheasants with the bright colors or anything, just very, very subtle. Just like the grouse, they're just hiding with the forest floor and they're beautiful.
I went with my dad when I was little, before I could even, was old enough to carry a gun. Now back then you had to be 12 before you could grouse hunt. Now the age has changed, but I remember walking behind my dad for years, just either carrying a BB gun or a stick and watching him and his buddies hunt. And we didn't have very good dogs, but we had a lot of fun, and we'd hunt the Pigeon River area. And I remember the first, in fact, we were just there hunting a few days ago, and I looked at a picture of my very first grouse I ever shot, and I was 13, and it's just amazing to look back at. I don't know how I ever got hit a grouse. Sometimes I don't know how I hit a grouse now, but especially when I was 13, a lot of misses and there's a lot of room around them. But I just, that kind of started my love of bird hunting. And then as I got a little bit older and I got my own dogs, hunting with your own dog is a lot like hunting with your kids. It's just such a special thing. And so as I got more involved in bird hunting, got to see some actually really good dogs work from hunting with the guys that we're hunting with today, and really saw what bird hunting could be like. I don't know what it is about grouse and woodcock hunting, but I think it's that social aspect of it, and then you combine that with the dog work, good food at the end of the day. It's a lot of fun. What you got? Get around it.
Bell, whoa! Get it?
Yep.
Woodcock?
Yep.
Good job, Marley.
Well, that is what you hope for. That was, Marley had that point. She's not a bigger running dog as some of the other guys' dogs, but she does a good job. Pointed this one right on these pines. I think the camera was on the other side of the pines, which typically happens, and that's a limit of woodcock for me today already. That's 3. So I'm gonna either have to start shooting grouse or have to take the camera, so I'll just try to shoot some grouse instead.
One of the things that I've learned from these guys that has really helped me a lot is where to find birds, a key aspect in this kind of hunting.
With woodcock, generally, you're looking some moist ground where they can get into earthworms. When you're talking grouse, we're looking actually more towards areas with feed, whether it's gray dogwood, whether it's hawthorn, whether it's hazelnut or witch hazel, or we're looking at oak ridges. we've had a lot of success if you got a nice oak ridge with some thick cover along that oak ridge. Then we've had real good luck with the grouse. They'll hang out in the thick cover, go up on the ridge and feed on acorns, and then back down, loaf the rest of the day.
Well, here we go. Look at this tail. Nice, big, mature grouse. Perry's dog had that pointed. We just swapped out dogs. Got a new spot. I don't know what kind of footage we got of the flush because it was kind of under some pines. This stuff is, as you can see, it's pretty tough to see. Pretty tough to get the bird on camera, hard enough to see him to shoot him, and the camera is a lot harder than it is with a shotgun. But beautiful point by Perry's dog, and you know, even a broke clock is right twice a day, so sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Nice bird.
Well, to be honest, the bird numbers in the UP were a bit down this year compared to the last few years. However, the bird numbers in the northern lower seem to be higher this year so far. But whether the numbers are up or whether they are down, you will find the true upland hunters afield chasing birds. Because really, at the end of the day, if you have a limit of birds or you only have a few, the real enjoyment for me anyways is always more about who you're hunting with. The stories of old shotguns and young pointers and the grouse that got away. I just left the bird woods a few days ago, and you know what? I just can't wait to get back here in Michigan's Out of Doors.
Oh, there's something. Yeah, that's a nice fish. He's down at the bottom there looking at something. He's down there.
Electronics make it a lot more fun, don't they?
There we go, there we go.
Got him?
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
Hold still.
This is working out all right.
Things are happening. There we go.
Which one did you get him on?
Oh. Number 5 Swedish Pimple with a Captain Andy twist.
He's got splash marks all over my lens. All right. I know you want to get back down there.
We're in this inside ice inside a mile. We got 10 inches of solid ice here, and it's pretty good. It's been here a little while, so we're definitely all right here.
Cool. Are we doing better than you expected this morning?
Yeah, we got 2. I mean, it was a good start right away. Sometimes it starts out good. Sometimes you move a couple times, but I'm pretty happy. We got 2. We'll keep working. Maybe we'll get a couple more.
All right. How's business been this year with ice fishing? A lot of activity yet?
Yeah, pretty decent. People are excited to go. They're raring to go, and you know the biggest thing is just to be safe, proceed with caution when you're out here, because it's definitely changes every day. You know, if you're not out there all the time, or don't have connections to tell you what's going on, definitely proceed with caution or follow the main trail out, and you know, don't go alone. Those are, you know, 3 of the biggest things that I can stress. You know, flotation device is good. The suit I'm wearing actually floats. Don't really want to try it out. Never have. And don't intend to, but I'm glad that and there's a perch.
Ah, we got him. Not bad.
Nope.
All right. That's the one that was messing with your bait.
Yeah, we got him out of the way.
Well, the walleye quickly turned off, and as the morning wore on, the perch kept messing with Andy's minnows and became a little pesky. It was time for Plan B.
We're gonna pick up and try another spot. Seems to be a lot of little perch in here, so we're gonna move out a little deeper and see if we can't score a couple more walleyes. Try for the lunchtime bite. They might be hungry too.
Andy headed out a little further into the bay and found the edge of a little 14-foot hole where he'd had some luck earlier in the season. With some quick auger work, he was all set up and ready to go again in no time. In literally a few minutes, some hungry walleyes showed up.
Got my drag a little bit loose.
You found the walleye. Nice.
Come on out of there.
Getting a little bigger here. There's a few more down there too. I won't make you hold him up because we gotta get back down there. Good job, man.
He's nudging the minnow He's trying to suck it in. He just sucked it in.
Oh, he did. He got it. He's got this one.
Let him suck it in. Get this out of the way.
That's cool. You can see him down
Did
there.
he suck the minnow in?
I can't tell.
No, he didn't.
I think he might have. You sure?
No.
Ah.
He's back over there now.
Where?
There's one. I just seen him swim over that way. Oh, I think he's got this minnow. Yep.
Oh, you got him.
Yep. Come on, honey. That's a nice one, too.
Yeah, that's that big one we were seeing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How's that?
Look at that. Sweet. Nice. All right. This was really neat. The water was so clear today that even at 13.5 feet deep, we could see walleye checking out the baits down there. He's swimming in circle. Mmm. Ah.
Definitely hooked though. Oh, that's a nice one too. Up here. There, out of the way. Look at that. Oh man, you know what? He's gonna get tangled up in that, I hope.
You may grab it. Oh yeah, he is. He just
reel
did.
that. Well,
He already did.
oh, poo. Oh, I lost him.
Well, he was gonna have to go back anyway, but that was sweet.
He got too close. We stuck him good.
I got that one, the hookup on camera too. Well, we had some excitement with a foul hooked fish that did a self-release and got off the hook, but there were already more fish in the hole.
There we go.
You got him?
Sure is. Oh, come on out of there.
Cool. Good deal. You're gonna have to let me fish pretty soon. You're almost at your limit now.
Actually, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
You have to teach me how to run the camera.
Well, this is a good problem to have. Andy just limited out. Andy, I think, is this the first time you've ever run the camera for us?
Professionally. Or non-professionally.
It does happen once in a while when we're running with a slim crew out here. So I actually get to catch some of these walleyes, hopefully. It's still pretty early, so we're hoping to get another few before we head in. So I know the secret now. Andy taught me well. So we'll see if I taught him well on the camera. See how this goes.
Oh, yep, I can see him there.
Got him.
There you go.
You make this look easy, Andy. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Cool. Oh, yes. Saginaw Bay walleye. Right here. Sweet. Hang on, I gotta hold this thing up for the camera real quick. Oh, man. Look at that.
Perfect.
I think this might be the one you snagged before. Look at that.
Oh, I snagged him in the other end. I don't snag him in that end.
Look at that. Beautiful fish.
That's perfect.
This is so cool that you can actually see we're fishing in 13.5 feet of water, and you can see the fish coming in and looking at the bait. You can see them gulp it in and everything. It's really cool. This is a lot of fun. Got something here. Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
Nice. Look at that. 2 for the camera lady. This is so much fun. I love it. I should do this for a living. Maybe you want to run the camera from now on?
I can give it a whirl.
I'll be the fisher lady. Cool. All right. Awesome. What a fun day. We ended up with Andy's limit of 5 plus a few perch and 3 walleyes for the camera lady.
So we climb into the stand that third night and the wind's just whipping from the moment we climb into the tree. It's blowing 20 or 25 miles an hour. And I was a little concerned right away that that might kind of hurt our deer movement. Sure enough, we didn't see a whole lot until that last hour of daylight. And I'm watching the doe and a couple of fawns that had kind of come into the food plot, and they were milling around and pretty nervous the whole time while they were in there, and we're just keeping an eye on them, trying not to get busted. And Gabe taps me on the shoulder and says there's a nice buck on the edge of the corn. And we start talking back and forth about how old we think this buck is, trying to decide if that's a shooter buck for the area or not. And he's walking in, and this deer just has enormous shoulders and a big gut. He's got rolls in his neck, and just a really big bodied deer. And I'm watching him as he's coming in, and we're kind of talking about it. And I realized at some point that my binoculars are shaking so bad I can hardly see what it is. And that's when I told Gabe, I said, that's a shooter for me. That's a deer that gets me excited. And I know that's different for everybody. It might be a 4-point for some guys, might be a 10-point for others. But for me, where we were hunting, to watch this buck walk in, I knew right away this was a deer I wanted to shoot. Now the problem was the food plot was almost 100 yards across, so we needed him to come at least on our half of the food plot before we lost camera light in order to get a shot. And finally, with probably only 4 or 5 minutes of good camera light left, he started walking towards us, and once he got within 40 yards or so, I knew we were going to get a shot. It just was when and where and how it was all going to work out.
Shot my first UP buck ever. Oh man.
Releasing that arrow and watching the buck fall, there was just a lot of different emotion in that moment. You know, there's a sense of accomplishment, and excitement, and relief to a certain extent, and that's just what bow hunting is all about for me. It's about that intimacy you have, and you have to get an animal within range, and you have to do a lot of things right to be successful. You know, there's so much that can go wrong at that last second, and to make a 35-yard shot on him and have him go down right there, what an exciting moment. And to know that I just crossed off something off my bucket list, it's hard to put that into words.
That's my first UP buck ever. Oh. Isn't that cool? Well, he's by no means a monster, but I am so happy with this deer. You know, we drove so far from home. This is such a different spot to hunt. You know, being from southern Michigan and coming up here and hunting, it was almost just as much about the experience. You know, we're hoping maybe we'd get a buck on camera. But coming up here to the UP, it's some of the most beautiful scenery that you'll ever see in the middle of October when all the colors are changing. I just can't say how incredible this is. You know, I've had probably the most incredible month of my life. I killed a beautiful bull elk in Colorado less than a month ago. Got married last week, just over a week ago. Come up here to the UP for my my honeymoon with Gabe, and we were able to get a nice buck and get it on camera. And what a unique experience. Just so blessed to be able to do this and do this for my job and be a part of these hunts. Really, really awesome.
Well, I can't think of a better way to start my 2015 deer season than to arrow my first UP buck. And just a really big accomplishment for me. And I know there's guys that do it every year, but being from southern Michigan, that was something that I always really wanted to do. So to be able to get that done was a big deal for me. And I'm very thankful to Dean and Linda and to Gabe and everybody that was involved in setting that hunt up. Just very grateful to have had the opportunity to spend some days bow hunting in the UP.
Thanks for joining us this week for Michigan Out of Doors. Make sure you check us out online. It's a great way to keep connected with the Michigan Out of Doors TV family. You can do that on our website at michiganoutofdoorstv.com or on our Facebook page at Michigan Out of Doors TV.
That's right, and if you're watching this on Thursday night, it is Christmas Eve, so we're hoping that all of you are getting to spend some good time with friends and family. Remember the true reason for the season, and from all of us here at Michigan Out of Doors Television, Merry Christmas and God bless.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by By the Michigan chapters of Safari Club International. For over 40 years, SCI has been protecting hunters' rights and promoting wildlife conservation here in Michigan and around the world. SCI chapter locations can be found on the web at firstformichigan.org. By Jay's Sporting Goods with locations in Clare and Gaylord. Jay's, serving the Michigan outdoor enthusiast since 1971 with a wide variety of outdoor products. The gear, the knowledge, the tradition of Jay's. On the web at jayssportinggoods.com. By the Ultimate Sports Show Tour, producing consumer shows including the Ultimate Fishing Show Detroit, January 7th through 10th at Novi's Suburban Collection Showplace. The show features fishing tackle, fishing trips, fishing boats, and seminars on every Michigan game fish. The Ultimate Fishing Show Detroit, January 7th through 10. By Propane, Clean American Energy. Propane retailers promote the safe use of Michigan-produced gas energy in homes, farms, and businesses across our great state. Learn more at usemichiganpropane.com. Closed captioning is provided by the Michigan Propane Gas Association. Clean American Energy. Propane realtors promote the safe use of Michigan-produced gas to outdoor enthusiasts across our great state.
When I wander far away, a dream stays with me night and day. It's the road that leads me.
Good job, man. That's your
Changing seasons paint the scene like rain.
Good girl. Good girl. Release. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. All right. Nice shot, Jimmy.
Well, I had
Here
to
you
clear
go.
the trees with the first one. Yeah, that was a really pretty point. They were kind of sneaking up on that.